Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wild Dispatch. I'm Robin and I still have a sniffle, it seems. I'm back with more skills and stories from the wild. I guess more specifically, personally, I'm in Colorado. Still, been here for quite a while now, thanks to my patient wife. I think I just got back, had a lovely night's sleep at a friend's house. Shout out to Michael from the Hunting Stories podcast. Good food and a good sleep did me a lot of good. So yeah, 12 days of hunting in the mountains. Got close a couple of times. Couldn't quite seal the deal just yet, but I'm realizing that I had a few good opportunities. Being completely new to elk hunting, I don't quite know how close I'm getting. But yeah, lots of lessons. Had some cool encounters with other animals, lots of moose, and yeah, I'm just still trying to figure out what this other thing is. I'll post a picture up on Instagram now, well not now, but soon, of this. I think it's like a little like long-tailed fox, or I don't know what it was, but it was climbing up a tree. It was a pretty interesting encounter. I got really close to it with a head torch in the dark. But anyway, yeah, I met a bunch of great people, got loads of really good advice from some very talented elk hunters, so that was definitely a big part in my almost success so far. Yeah, feeling good, having a good time. It's amazing being up at like 10,000 feet. Thankfully the lungs have got used to it, so yeah, having a good time. But anyway, I should probably talk about this episode a bit more. This episode is going to be another in the field moment, not from Colorado, but actually back in California from the recent fishing adventures. I should say aquatic adventures with Ejler, I guess, is the term I usually use. It was another successful day out on the boat, but this time we ended up back at the fish shack as usual, processing a small mountain of fish. And then inevitably the banter and conversation and stories that come about when, probably handling something like 30 fillets, which takes a little bit of time. So yeah, it was a good day. Managed to get some stories out of Ejler, talking about how he became so skilled with a filleting knife and learned some of his skills on the ocean as well. But before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who is tuning in, whether it's the first time or you've been along for the whole journey. Thank you. If you feel inclined, and if you haven't done it already, then be sure to give the show a follow, even a nice review if you're feeling generous and you're enjoying the adventures that you're hearing on this podcast. And I think that's about it for this episode. We're going to jump in now. Time for me to stop waffling. Here's Ejler.
Welcome to the Wild Dispatch.
So what are these bones? First step, you're filleting. First step, you're filleting. Then my step, what am I doing? What bones am I removing?
Pin bones.
Removing the pin bones.
Yep.
And then what's the next step?
The next step is candling. Finding parasites.
Yep. Well, what about scraping off this little bit of like...
Yeah, that comes last, the beautification.
Something interesting with that.
Yeah, that comes with the candling.
Okay, well, not to get ahead of myself. spine.
You just got to get under it.
There we go. When did you build this fish station?
88.
How many years ago is that?
88. 35.
Wow. So this was part of like the early project when you. Because you've been here what, 40 years?
Yeah.
On this
No.
on this property?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Been here 41 years. 40 years. This is 88. So this was part of our modular living, you know.
Yeah.
We do things as they become needed.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first fishing season, I didn't have all I had was like a couple tall sawhorses and a plank. Mm-hmm. And that really sucked. Very quickly.
So did you make it through the whole season before building this? Or
Yeah, and then that off season, I built this. It was ready for next season.
Yeah, I bet. This flesh behaves differently.
Yep. It sure does. Actually, I built this in '89, and I know that because in '89 we got running water.
Yes, okay.
And my first fishing season was '88, not '87. I launched my boat in '87 in December.
And that's not this boat that we're in today.
Yeah,
It's a smaller boat, right? Or was it that boat?
that boat.
Oh, cool. If you were going to build it again, would you do anything different?
Yeah, I would. And I have in the past. Different versions, other versions.
Like for other people, or you mean just with this?
For other people, I haven't modified this, right? I've only built for other people.
Like locals?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. People who see your fish station are like,
Oh, are you talking about the fish station?
yeah. No, oh, okay, no, I'm not talking about the boat, but also could you talk about the boat?
The fish station?
Yeah.
I'll probably put this shelf up higher.
Okay. Why higher?
I don't know. I would make it so that it doesn't upset beers.
It's out of the danger zone.
Yeah, beers are forever in the danger zone on this shelf. Many, many beers have been spilled on that shelf. But this station here now, think it's working really well.
Yeah, yeah. So who taught you how to fillet fish?
Well, okay. So early on in life here, Kara and I were on a vacation down south, not very far, Bodega Bay.
Okay.
And there, in the harbor, sports boats were coming in, and everybody caught a bunch of fish. And what are you going to do next? Are you going to take it home and fillet it and get stuck with a bunch of guts and all of that shit, you know, and foul up the kitchen, or you're going to like have somebody else do it? And there was this old woman, probably in her mid-60s.
Okay. And this is like back in 80 something.
In
right?
85. She was filleting fish. The fisherman was standing in line with a catch, and she was filleting for $1 a fish.
Making a killing.
And most of what they brought in was fish like this, and lingcod.
Yeah.
Pretty large fish.
Okay.
She wielded that knife with unbelievable expertise.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I stood and watched her for an hour to see what is the motion. What is she doing? And why?
Yeah.
And all I could think, okay, it's anatomy. I got to go home and read on fish anatomy, and I got to remember what she was doing, and I got to duplicate that.
Yeah.
And so when I started fishing, I fished for Harbor House.
Oh, okay. Commercially.
No,
Okay.
same deal.
Okay. Yeah.
But I fillet the fish for them also.
Yeah. I mean, this is like back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you could just deliver them fillets.
Yeah. And I had a fillet table set up in the back garden.
Perfect. So you don't even have to.
Lug them up here.
Oh, that's
Just a single water hose though.
okay.
It's pretty primitive.
But still ideal.
And so I was filleting a lot of fish and doing many things wrong. And then I came across a commercial fisherman,
Okay.
and he took me out on his boat. And I said, okay, we were out on a fishing trip, sports fishing trip. So he says, okay, we're going to fillet these fish as we're motoring home now. We had like 2 dozen fish or whatever.
Yeah.
I said, okay, but first you got to teach me.
Yeah.
So he showed me, so I got a refresher course. And I'd done several things wrong. But by the time we met Harbor, he said, yeah, that's not half bad. You know, you got to do a few things different. So he corrected me on some areas here and there.
So wait, what were you doing wrong?
Well, I was leaving too many rib bones in.
Yeah.
There's hardly any rib bones on these, only pin bones.
Okay.
Once in a while, I cut through a rib bone, and you have to remove a rib bone also.
Yeah.
But that's rare anymore. But I want to cut close to the bone because I want as much meat as possible.
Yeah.
And the commercial fishermen said, fuck, just, just cut outside the bones.
Okay, because interesting, because I was watching you and I was thinking, it looks like there's a bit of meat. I can see some meat like extra, but so the reason why is you're cutting outside the bones to avoid that whole rib bone situation.
Yeah, right.
So you lose a little bit of meat, but
You lose a little bit of meat, but
It's a
then
lot
you lose
tinier.
even more meat when you cut the pin bones out, right?
oh, look at that lingcod. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So that's the price of abundance. You get to waste.
Yeah. And then you feed your compost.
That's right. That's my justification.
Yeah. So then you're getting delicious vegetables.
Yeah.
So wait, where were we? Did we get to there? So there was a couple of things that were missed, like that you hadn't.
Yeah, there was several
mastered.
things I did wrong. You know,
Okay.
having a wrong knife. The knife has to be flexible and fairly broad. That's too
Too
narrow to be a fillet knife. It's a good boning knife.
Okay.
It's got to be flexible so that you can like allow the knife to be in the right positions. You got to be able to get down
Flex it.
flat. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's a thing beauty. Biling cod.
Yeah, clean the deck, turn the tub, candle. I'll do these.
Okay. So now I'm just holding these up to the light and checking.
Yeah, you're
parasites.
cleaning the corner.
Oh yeah. Cleaning.
Clean the whole corner. And then turn the box over. Put the box back in the corner.
Turn the box over.
Turn box over. Then give me the box for a second.
Okay. Thank you.
Your candle.
Candle.
Each one.
Okay. Hold it up to the light.
Pick up. Pick on to the light.
Just check it for like little black marks. Little...
Yeah, no, see what we're looking for is parasitic worms. And parasitic worms are rolled up in a button size, amber, sometimes shadow, just a shadow.
Okay.
Sometimes it's really clear.
Okay.
Other times it's deep in the meat and it becomes a shadow.
Yeah. So I don't see any shadows.
Good.
A little spot of blood there.
And then other things are inclusions in the blues. Inclusions are substances that are not alive. I don't know what they are.
Scar tissue or something.
No, they're just. Sometimes it's sea urchin spines. Sometimes it's like I don't know what it is. To tell you the truth.
So can I show you something and see what
Yeah.
you think? This here, the little dark.
Let's see.
That little dark mark there. Does that look like?
Yeah. So what I do when I see that, I cut right on it.
Okay.
Boom. I go in. Yes, sir. Worm.
Interesting.
And here, another one. Worm.
Okay.
This one I'll simply cut off like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you found one.
Great.
In a blue.
And now this.
That's very rare. Dig in. Look.
And I should use that knife versus this
Yes,
knife?
you should.
Okay.
Yeah, you found a worm. Good.
Yeah, that's another. I think I missed it. I should have cut straight on it, but looks like there's something going on.
Yeah, cut it away. Waste. Okay, bend. Now cut.
Cut directly on it?
Well, cut it away.
Okay, just cut it away.
Cut it away.
Yeah, and then scrape that out.
No, just cut the chunk off. Cut.
Okay. So like a little tiny bit of drag, like that.
Yeah, that's got to be rinsed out. Just put the
I think it's still in there. Okay.
put
Yeah,
the
got it.
water directly on it.
I haven't seen this many parasites before when we've been.
Yeah, maybe it's a whole different tribe of blues we're getting in now. Not quite as healthy as the one that were there before.
The sick crowd.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that guy who was on the dock, the sport fisherman, he taught you the last skills.
Yeah, he gave me some pointers.
Okay.
And then little by little, I just got more and more routine at it, you know.
Just mastered it over time.
Yeah, I'm not yet a master.
Okay. I don't know how that's possible, seeing how you're operating. Like we've just gone through, what, 13, 14 fish in
Yeah.
no time. I mean, like, I think I had like 7 small tuna. What's the tuna here? Like albacore.
Yeah.
And it took me the whole day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of fish, but still. I'm guessing you would have done it much quicker than I.
Do you still have cans of tuna?
No,
Did you eat it all?
all done. Yeah, finished it.
Wow. So you're looking for another tuna charter?
Yeah. I mean, Dennis is usually very...
Is that the game warden?
Yeah, the game warden. Dennis is usually very generous.
Uh-huh.
I think tuna season's coming up, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. People went out on Tuesday.
They're finding them, are they?
I don't know what they did on Tuesday.
Apparently, I've heard that there's not many tuna around yet.
Uh-huh, yeah.
But...
It's also been rough and it's also been far away.
Yeah.
So there's a die-hard crowd that's out there now.
Yeah. I mean, I like tuna, but I also really like rockfish. So, I mean, you only really need to do one trip
Yeah.
and you're like...
No shit.
You are sorted.
Yes, sir. That's the truth. I made two boxes of tuna last year. That's 24 pints.
Wow.
That's a lot of tuna.
That's a lot of tuna. When you're still working through it.
I am still working through it. I probably have over half a dozen pints.
We've got something here, like a little... Yeah, I'll just cut into it. And...
Yeah, that's got to be removed. That's some kind of an inclusion.
Oh, yeah, it's a hard. Interesting. Yeah, just like, I don't know, some kind of cloth or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not beautifying yet, am I?
No.
Okay. Because I see that you are.
I was there. You got me.
When's this road work going to be done? Do they say?
They say September 1st. There's no chance in hell they're going to be done September 1st. No chance.
Yeah. Sure. You nearly lost that fish.
Yeah.
I think you nearly made it into the grass.
Not yet.
Bone or something there. There we go. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I rinse the whole deck, turn over.
Take it out. Okay. The knife goes out.
Let's just put that between us here. The tub right there. Yeah.
Could I get the... You got my knife. Trying to get a head start there. So now just scraping away the... What is this extra stuff? It's like belly fat or something.
Oh, it almost looks like it, huh? It's very oily. It's like it sits under the dorsal fin.
Okay. Wait, talk me through what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm scraping the side bits off, but also is there any like tidying I need to do on the edges?
Well, I mean, you turn it over, flip it over.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay, great.
It's pretty good.
Then put it back in the box.
Yep.
Okay. But I mean, I know you learned these skills, you said, from a number of different people over here in the US. But you've been savaging the fish population of the world.
Yeah.
Since a youngster, right? So you must have had like a good idea about how to fillet and gut.
No, not really.
No, when you were like back in Denmark?
No, we used to cook the fish whole.
Oh, so is that just like a cultural thing?
No, it's a matter of skill. Not being able to treat a fish right just makes it easier to cook it whole.
Yeah, no, you're right. I felt that temptation many a time myself.
Go ahead and scrape the scales off and apply heat.
Yes, that's a. So in a way, you're saving work, but you're actually creating work, right? Like that's the thing. Taking all the scales off can be a job.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, for sure. So does this look like an acceptable, or does it need to have a bit of tidying?
No, it looks good.
Okay.
Look here.
I miss her.
You see that dot?
Very faint. What, can I hold it up to the light?
You see it now?
Yeah, I see it.
Huh?
Yeah, I see it.
Little shade?
Yeah. Do you think that there's a parasite?
We shall find out.
Oh,
Yes.
you got it.
Yes, it was. A parasite.
Subtle.
These here thick fillets, they have to be examined quite closely. Such as this one.
Okay. So, if you were doing stuff for the Harbour House Hotel, filleting some fish for them back in the day, how many were you catching? Well, I guess you were filleting a lot of fish for them.
Yeah.
Like, you could do a lot of fish in one go.
What did you mean by that?
Just more than a box full. Like, so you've done a lot of this in one go. Like, what's the most fish you think you've done in one go?
In one fishing trip?
Yeah, like what we're doing right now, breaking down the fish, filleting, and, you know,
Yeah,
checking for parasites and
all of that.
all that stuff. How many do you think? Pounds and number.
Well, Harbor House didn't get all the fish, right?
No, of course.
But I average, back then I averaged about 60 pounds of fish per fishing trip.
Wow.
It's not that far removed from what we average now.
No.
But I used to fish with 4 hooks back then.
Okay. Is that like a different rule? Or
Yeah, it was a different rule. You could fish with as many hooks as you want on one line.
okay. But that increases the risk of snags, right? Or was it the same?
Well, not so much that, but you could just catch a shit ton of small fish. But they didn't have any real limits. I mean, lingcod you could catch 5 lingcod.
What?
Can you imagine coming home with 5 lingcod
What, every day?
every day?
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's got to be pretty exciting. I mean, I can only imagine how excited I was pulling up. Oh, I'm going to mourn. I know I'm going to mourn that 14-pound lingcod today. Like I don't know, the magic of seeing the size of the width of the head of that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to think about that. I understand the reasoning behind it. But big fish. Something powerful about it. At least big to me. So now what? We just have to
Split the loot.
split the loop, but we need to do the compost, right?
Yeah, yeah. But first we split the loot so we can get this shit on ice.
Yeah. Good.
Paramount. Hang. Layout piece.
Oh, beautiful ling. Not a blue one today, huh?
Bluish, yeah.
Oh.
The other day we got one that was like super orange.
Oh, really?
Orange.
Interesting. Look at that tapestry.
Okay, we got red. We got
Copper.
copper.
Okay.
We got big black.
Big black. He was a monster.
We got
What's this?
this
It looks different than all the others.
is
Where's his partner? There you go.
canary.
Okay, that's the canary.
That's a canary.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So red, copper, big black. What is this? There was 2 big blacks. I know that. There was 2.
That's also a big black, eh?
It is a bit black, yeah. Well, this is so alike because they were very different in size.
Hmm. This one was more chunky than the other in meat. He's not been trimmed. Oh no, the evidence.
Now I can't trust you anymore.
No. Well, I thought I was doing a great job.
So these 2 blacks here, they might have been a mean, they looked the same size, but they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
But they yielded similar size fillets. The rest of it's blue and one small black.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one of the blacks here, I think, also. What do you got to carry in? Do you have any bags?
I, as always, forgot my bag.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a bag.
Thank you.
You gotta figure out what you want.
Okay. You got to figure out what you want.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fish again soon, you know.
I need to add that to my list when I'm getting all my stuff for fishing. It's like a bag to put the fish in.
Checklists are good for that reason. You can forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the old days, airline pilots didn't have checklists prior to takeoff.
And there were loads more crashes, right?
Oh yeah, that was.
I had a podcast about that. Like the difference in issues went down so much. Yeah, wild.
Oh no, I've done this for so many years. I don't need no stinking
Of course,
checklist.
yeah. It's ego. And also surgeries. It's the other thing. So they have a checklist for surgeons. And it's like, right, do we have all of the scalpels that we had before the
That's
surgery?
a fucking good idea. It's like counting diving equipment when you're out on a big party boat. Is okay. We got Is there 14 suits hanging here? No, there's only 13. Who's missing? Who the fuck is missing?
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. There are times and places for checklists.
Okay, so you gotta have the copper. That's the copper.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can do half. I don't mind. If you love it, then take half.
You take the copper.
Okay.
I gave away mine.
Okay. Well, if you're sure.
And here's a 𝐹𝐼𝐸𝐿𝐷.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks.
Look at that gorgeous fillet.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Centerfold.
That is beautiful.
Flawless.
Just emotional.
Yeah.
Look at it. Oh.
And there's a big black for you.
I'd take half if you want a big, or do you not prefer the bigger fillets?
I'll take this one.
Okay, great.
That's a red, that's a canary. Who got the canary? Did you get the canary? You want the canary?
I don't remember who got what with the canary. I think you.
I'll take a red and a canary.
Okay. You sure you don't want the red? Because I think you gave me all the red last time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you gave me the whole red, so you take that.
You remember that?
I remember because, you know, vermilion is very tasty and I was appreciative.
Yeah. I'm good though. If you want it, you can have it.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can have this also.
Great, I'll take it. Definitely feed myself and Hanky or someone, if you don't mind, or you want to...
I don't mind.
Okay, thanks.
Treat it well.
I will. Oh, that's a fantastic haul. And we gave away, what, 5 or 6 fish as well.
Yeah, 6.
We gave away 6 fish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Love it. That's a good day of fishing.
There's your twisty.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring this in on cool and then we do compost.
Okay, I'm going to throw this on ice now.
Yeah, good.
So the secret of why you have such delicious vegetables is this compost. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of other things too.
It's part of it, absolutely.
And you said to me before it's a hot compost, is that?
Yeah, it's a hot compost.
And why is it hot?
Because it's getting a lot of protein from the fish. And protein burns hot. If it were just vegetable matter, it would be like a worm compost.
Okay.
So we'll be running at moderate temperature, maybe not even, maybe only slightly elevated from the ambient temperature.
Yeah.
But what I put in this compost really makes it hot. 140, 150 degrees.
Wow. Okay. What's that in Celsius? That's like 60 degrees Celsius or something. It's got to be 60 or 70.
It's got to be.
Hot. Hot is the answer.
It's not quite up there yet. It will be. Fishing season's really only started.
Whoa, it's strong. Like ammonia.
Ammonia.
Whoa. Wow. It's like I want to smell it more, but I can't.
Okay,
I can't
hold your hand next to this. You can feel. But just touch the dirt.
Yeah, that's warm. And it's like it's in darkness the whole time. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit
It
later.
definitely gets more fragrant.
A little bit later in the season, you are advised to wear like a respirator.
Oh yeah?
No, joking. But you gotta walk away, and then you gotta come back in and hold your breath and work it some more. For now, I need a 3/4 bucket full of dirt.
Okay.
You know from where?
Yeah, over there where
Yes.
the spade is, move it.
Yes.
And where do you get this dirt from?
I get it from my friends who are hippie pot growers. It's leftover dirt.
It looks like black gold. Is it black gold?
Some of it is.
Okay, like that specific kind of compost. It's got those little, what are they? Like little white.
Yeah, I hate those. Those are like vermiculite, some mineral that holds, that aerates the dirt.
Oh. You want this to be wet dirt, right?
Yeah, moist dirt. You're not gonna find wet, but dark dirt.
And how much? Just fill this up?
About 3/4.
3/4. I can smell that from here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
You're
I'm
downwind.
for sure.
Dunk.
Let's tuck it straight in.
Yep.
Okay. Whoa.
Wonderful smell.
Smell of giant award-winning vegetables.
That's right.
To come.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll do the
Boonville Fair?
Boonville Fair again?
I don't know. I got a late start this year.
Okay.
In the garden.
Does this go back over there?
No, it stays right here.
So, we cover it with a top.
I cover it to keep the heat in and the moisture. And I mark the last spot
Yeah.
where I buried.
Oh, with a what's that called? It's a
Abalone shell.
abalone shell.
No.
The days gone by.
Good night.
Right, that's a wrap on this episode. All the fish are processed, put away, and the guts are in the incredibly potent ammonia-rich compost. Thank you again, everyone, for listening. That was a little short one. There will be more longer, more detailed interviews with people soon. We've got lots of good people in the pipeline. I've already recorded a few episodes, so some good stuff on the horizon. Once again, if you haven't already and you feel inclined, then a quick follow or subscribe, and a nice review or a bad one, however you feel. If you all feedback appreciated, then yeah, get involved. Shoot me a message if you like. If there's someone that you think would be good as a guest, then I'm all ears. I'm going to be heading off into the mountains once again. There's probably about a week left of elk season in Colorado, so got close, learning lots. Fingers crossed I can make it happen and get some meat in the cool box for the long drive back. I think I'm going to have to do some experimentation with dry ice. So if anybody knows about that stuff, then send me a message. It would be appreciated. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for listening, everyone. And until next time.